Need a really big gun? Hey guys, Jotta here, and in this video I'm here to answer one question. Is the M1919A6 worth the grind? So I'll be looking at the stats of the weapon, a bit of history on the weapon, as always, and I'm also going to be doing, some in-game stats on it. That said, let us begin. So as always, a small history on the weapon. The M1919, it's been used essentially to death. It was first developed in 1919 by John Moses Browning. It was basically designed to replace most of the other, LMGs, and it was one of the first general purpose machine guns that was used. Now, the version used in Enlisted is the A6, which was a more lightweight version, which was used to replace the BAR to kind of parallel what the Germans were using with the MG34 and the 42. It first saw service in 1943, and basically was the later replaced with the M60 machine gun in its role. So, how does it perform in game? And what's its stats like in game? The M1919A6 is unlocked at level 35 alongside the Machine Gunner 3 squad. As a result, its upgrade path is influenced by the Machine Gunner 3 squad's yellow tree. In terms of logistics, it costs 3 silver orders to buy one, and these are the base stats. It has a base stat of hit power of 12. It does damage, of course, similar ranges to all other SMG and to all other LMGs, such as the BAR, which fire in 30-06. It also has a fire rate of 450 to 500 shots a minute, a very long reload time of 5.7, but the main thing this has is the 100 round magazine and the recoil of 1315, which, as you can see, it only fires in full auto, which is kind of similar to the to most other big belt fed LMGs like the DPs and the DPs, the DTs, and the MGs and the MG34 and 42s. When you upgrade it, upgrading it reduces its to tier 4, reduces its reload time by 15%, turning it from 5.7 to 4.8. Its rate of fire goes up from 450 to 500 to 500 to 550, so up by 10%. And its hit power and shot deviation gets reduced, and its hit power goes from 12 to 13.2. So overall, quite a lot of stats. But how does it perform? I generally wish I kept the first time I fired this weapon, because I nearly got blown away by this. But as you can see here, it has virtually no recoil. Now, I do have to point out that this is with the recoil reduction perk. This soldier has the recoil reduction perk. But the main thing is, if you turn this onto thing, breathe inside. Now, this is a non-upgraded one, so it doesn't have it only has the reload time upgrade. It doesn't have the bullet deviation. It doesn't have the fire rate upgrade. But that is just crazy. And as well as that, that's also just, base firing, hit firing. So, you can see how insane this is from like this. Obviously, of course, hitting the dirt with this essentially turns it into a laser beam. Braced on the ground. Yeah, this thing just obliterates anything. And the thing is as well, you can hit fire it to pretty good effect. So this thing is good on anything. You can hit fire it. You can just shred things. I'm gonna have to say it. This might be the most powerful LMG in the game. This is by far the most powerful. This is better than the BAR by a mile, and it's better than than what the Germans have, which is the MG34 with the drum mag. And that already is pretty powerful. I made a video on it. If you check out that video, you'll see it. But this thing just obliterates anything. To put it bluntly, you can do this. You can just go, which is what I often do. Go like this, and just go. Nothing stops you. No recoil, nothing. of
Alright, at any cost, hold that.
like nothing stopping you from just doing this. And you can see here it's actually quite accurate,
Reloading.
even from a hip fire.
Defend that point.
I don't even know what. So yeah, a pretty strong LMG, and in my opinion, yes, it's worth